first looked into exercise, I actually found a paper showing exercise suppressed immune function. Then I discovered what happened was the design is such a way, it's an over-structured exercise. So it becomes stressed to these participants.
So fun exercise
is good. So in terms of exercise, I would say if the exercise is enjoyable, if it's purposeful, and also moderate intensity, and preferably it's outdoor type of exercise, it's very good for the immune system.
So if you hate jogging,
don't do it.
I can tell you don't agree with no pain, no gain. Right here.
Are the doctors married to each other?
No, we're in-law.
In-law?
Yeah, she's my little sister.
Oh, thank you.
Now we feel better about it. Right here, please stand.
I have a question about taking garlic with orange juice and ginger in a drink in the morning to help reduce cholesterol. Is that true?
Yes, we have done quite a bit of studies actually showing garlic alone can lower the cholesterol in many people.
Tell us a little more about your garlic study, Dr. Lau.
Oh, since we're on the immune system type of show, I will tell you that we have study also show that garlic boosts the immune system.
Well, I can understand that easily. You wouldn't catch a cold from anybody because you wouldn't get close enough to it.
That's one good explanation, but there's other explanations as well.
All right, here's a question.
A couple of things, please. On the margarine, as opposed to butter, doesn't margarine have an antioxidant in it? What about decaf coffee? What about regular tea? And what about the athletes that always work under stress? What happens to them? And they seem to last a long time.
I hear a lecture coming.
Oh, that's a long question. Let me see if I can answer you one at a time. In terms of margarine, I think it's this is my personal opinion. I feel it's no different from butter.
Fat is fat.
Fat is fat. And in fact, we have studies show that any kind of fat, if it's in excessive amount, will suppress immune function, whether it's unsaturated or saturated. Doesn't make that much difference. Now, decaffeinated coffee, and I know people who use it. For people who know coffee is no good, possibly decaffeinated coffee is a good substitute. But a lot of people don't like even decaffeinated coffee because there's still a small amount of caffeine in it. And also, the process used for making decaffeinated coffee may have some detrimental effect on our body. This is not too well known yet. So I myself use the herbal substitute.
I think the last part of the question had to do with the stress under which athletes perform.
Yes. If it's, the athletic type of a function is highly competitive, it's really very stressful for these athletes.
Well, he's giving us a lot to think about, and we'll do a little more of that when we come back.
I've already told you about Keys to Wellness, our free booklet you get by writing Dan Matthews at Box 1000, Thousand Oaks, California, 91359. But I'd like to just read some of the many comments we get from people who've already received it. From Mississippi, a listener writes, I've enjoyed Keys to Wellness. Your publications are very informative and straightforward and clear. And from California, I've enjoyed Keys to Wellness more than any information that I have ever studied on the subject. I'm sure you will find the health hints in Keys to Wellness excellent too. And remember, it's free. So write Dan Matthews at Box 1000, Thousand Oaks, California, 91359, and he'll send Keys to Wellness right out. Just write Wellness on a piece of paper along with your address and send it to Dan Matthews, Box 1000, Thousand Oaks, California, 91359.
Or the powdered?
Natural garlic is the best.
How much is the next question? How much?
one small clove will do
Per day?
Per day.
per day.
Raw?
Is this a raw clove, or how do I get the stink out of it?
If you cook a little bit, actually the smell will go away, will be certainly minimized. Just cook a
Now
little
say
bit.
that again.
If you just cook the raw garlic slightly, the smell is much less.
Yeah, but is it all gone? I mean, I'd like
Not
to
all
be
gone,
close
but
to
a lot
some
of
of these
people
people.
like the smell.
You like the smell?
A lot of people like, I don't.
Oh.
I do.
Okay.
We love garlic.
Listen, I really appreciate what Dr. Lau has given us about CAT. CAT is caffeine, alcohol, and tobacco are immune depressors. And fears, I can't remember all of those, but that was very, very good. Is that in your article, by the way?
No.
Oh, okay. You have to figure out your own fears then. Dr. Lau, in summarizing the whole challenge of maintaining a strong defense system, what have you got to say?
All right, I would say we'll already talk about a wholesome diet. And next thing I would say will be stress management. Let me give you back that fears there, okay? And so I'm going to give you a positive side of the fears. F for faith in God. E for exercise. What kind of exercise?
Moderate.
Enjoyable and purposeful. A for acceptance. We need to be able to accept ourselves and accept other people. R for relaxation. We all need to take time out to relax. And S for singing. Some of you may say, if I'm in such a bad mood, how can I sing? I do that. When I'm very low in my spirit, I take a walk or jog, run around in a block, and I sing. There's many choruses I enjoy, but maybe I share with you one if there's time. I sing, Jesus, loving Jesus, sweetest name I know, fills my every longing, keep me singing as I go.
Well, this is a first for Lifestyle Magazine to have a doctor.
As soon as
That's good. And if anybody wants to write for a copy of Dr. Lau's article, they are welcome.